Hey, dude.
Yeah, what's up?
Do you like this song? Check this out.
All right.
Dun, 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 dun.
I hate it. It's growing on me. I love it. Hello and welcome once again to the Darkened Room of Music Conversation. I'm Chris.
And I'm Darren, and tonight we're going to have a blast, because check this out. This is a subject I know all of you will relate to. This is when you've heard a song and your first impression was terrible, and maybe a month down the road, maybe a couple of weeks down the road, maybe years down the road, you hear the song in a different light, maybe the perfect setting or whatever, and you're like, you know what? That's a good song. What was wrong with me? So that's kind of what we're going to discuss. Songs that you didn't like at first, but they grew on you.
Yeah, taste can change over the years as well.
Absolutely.
A lot of my biases with music, like say, late 80s, early 90s. I was very into classic rock then.
Yeah.
And I was just nixing everything.
Right.
Just not accepting anything in the pop world at all.
Yeah.
So, taste change over the year. I've become a little less biased and boxed in with my taste in music.
Right.
And so,
And I was
now there's songs from there that I love.
And I was guilty of that too. Genre bias, I call it. When I was really a metalhead, anything else, I was like, I didn't have any use for it.
Right.
But, you're, like you said, a great point. You get older, whatever, your taste change, and then you just kind of get sick of listening to the same old thing, and you want to broaden your horizons a little bit. So,
that's right.
So this is going to be a fun discussion. I've been looking forward to this one, because it's going to be, I think we're going to have wildly different types of things on this list.
I'm pretty sure we are, yeah.
All right. Well, why don't you kick us off?
I'm going to kick it off, sure.
All right.
Yeah, so my first one is from Youngin's MC Bust a Move.
Wow.
Yeah, when that first came out, I totally missed the boat on it. I mean, Flea on bass.
Yeah.
I mean, how can you deny it? It's got this fantastic groove, and at the time it came out, though, that was that time I was just mentioning, I was just rejecting everything pop.
Genre bias, yeah.
But years later, it's like, holy crap, this is a great song.
It is a great song, and I love it, and I loved it back then. It just, I don't know, it was one of those like club banger type songs, they call them.
Yeah.
And it just, I don't know, I liked it pretty much from the get-go. I just thought the groove of it was really cool. I had no idea, of course, that Flea was on that song, and I think my friend Scott had told me that, who shared that news with me.
Shout out to Scott.
Shout out to Scott. A musical genius in his own right. We'll have him on here one of these days.
Yeah.
But Bust a Move is a great choice, and I kind of get that, and I knew you at that time.
Yeah.
When that song was out, so I could see that. So that's a good one. All right.
All right. So let's get on your list now.
All right. I'm going to go to the 1990s for my number 5 pick, and this is a song from a band that I don't really know how much I really like them at this point in time. I mean, I still hear songs by them, and I think they're okay. At the time, I didn't like this song at all. But then within, I would say, a month or so of hearing it, because it got played a whole lot, especially on MTV when they actually played music videos. We all remember that.
Yeah.
They were still playing them some in the 90s. The song kind of grew on me, and to this day, I think it's pretty cool. And I'm talking about the group Bush and the song Glycerine.
Really?
Yeah, I did not like it at first. I don't know what it was. I thought it was kind of like a poor man's Disarm. It reminded me a lot of
I can see that,
the way it was arranged and stuff. But the more I heard it, the more I just liked it, and I liked the orchestration in it and all that. And, and I don't mind hearing it now. I don't hear it that often, but when I do, I actually think it's a pretty good song. So, what about you? Did you like that one from?
Yeah, I love that from the get-go.
Yeah. Well, see, I liked everything. Zen, I thought was okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty cool. I loved Come Down.
Come Down was great, and Little Things was great.
Little Things. People forget that one, which that's just a Nirvana ripoff, let's be honest here.
Well, it is.
Yeah, but it's still a good song. And, but, Machine Head blew me away.
Yeah.
To this day, that's still my favorite Bush song, if I had to pick one.
That's one with, severe longevity. You hear it in sports arenas now. All the time.
And you hear it on Nickelback records, too.
Over and over and over.
Let's not pick on Nickelback. That's such a wrong.
We told ourselves that we wouldn't be overly critical of other types of music, other bands, other genres. And, okay, give us that one, at least.
And, I'll say this. I think there's plenty of other bands that deserve to be picked on before Nickelback. So there you go.
I'll agree with that.
All right, well, you're up. What's your number 4?
All right, so my number 4 is from a lady that I really didn't see her talent in the beginning.
Okay.
I thought she was just another cog in the pop machine, flash in the pan. She'd come and go. And, you know, she had all the ridiculous antics, the ridiculous costumes.
Yeah.
You probably know who I'm talking about by now.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
Oh, man. I loved her from the get-go.
I really love the song Bad Romance.
It's amazing.
I think it's got an awesome chorus.
Yep.
I mean, it's power pop through and through.
Her first record, especially like the first 5 songs on that first album, I wore them out.
Yeah.
I thought it was so good. And I still think, you know, as far as pop musicians go, if you want to call her that, I think she's way more than that, personally.
Yeah. And that's what it took for me was watching her through her career and seeing her doing the thing with Tony Bennett, and then of course ultimately she was in the
big movie.
I wanted to say Catch a Rising Star. Anyway, doesn't matter. To really see her true talent.
Right.
I mean, she has so many layers in her talent.
She really does. A great actress, too. Not bad.
And the more I saw that, the more I kind of started to revisit her old songs. I'm like, oh, this one's good.
Yeah, that's a great choice. All right, so I'm going to go, I'm going to have another return to the 80s for my next one. I know you love this song from the get-go.
Okay.
I just know it. I didn't. I thought it was one of the dumbest things I'd ever heard for many years, and then in the right context, and that context was being really drunk. I decided that I liked the song, and to this day, when I hear it, I'm like, it puts a smile on my face, and there's nothing wrong with that. Some songs are just meant to make you happy. This is one of those songs. I didn't get it at first. I get it now. I'm talking about the Violent Femmes and Blister in the Sun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I loved that one right from the get-go.
It's got you all over it, man. I knew you would like that one because it's got your smirky kind of sense of humor thing. But it's, but I just didn't get it. But now, all these years later, you were right. That song kicks ass. Yeah. It's good.
They're one of the few punk bands that is all acoustic.
Yeah.
And they're kind of unique for that, I believe.
Right. Are they still around?
They are still around,
okay. I did not know that.
Yeah. Yeah, they're still doing some things. I think they're just playing live mostly. I don't think they have any like newer releases, but
gotcha.
Yeah,
wonder what the encore is.
I don't know.
Maybe we'll go to a show. It'd probably be really fun to hear that live.
It may be the added up song. I think that might be a fan favorite.
Gotcha. All right. Well, that was my number 4. So you're up now. By my account, you're number 3.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go back in time now. A young boy in Boy Scouts at summer camp.
Yeah.
There was like 4 to a tent, and one of the 4 people in my tent, he brought a boombox, and he brought only one cassette. And this one particular song, track 1, we ate breakfast to it, we took showers to it, we went to the bathroom to it, and it was like my first exposure to this band.
Yeah.
And I'm like, screw this band, I hate them. And into my late teen years, I hated this band.
Because of that.
Yeah. But of course, you know.
Time heals all wounds.
Time heals all wounds. Now I like Led Zeppelin.
Oh, wow.
And
am I going to have to hit you, man? You didn't like Led Zeppelin?
I did not back then because of this incident.
Okay.
Black Dog was
How old were you?
I was like 12.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'll cut you a little slack.
So it was Black Dog.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Like, every time you turn around, in the background, you're hearing, hey, mama!
I like that, but
it drove me nuts that summer, and it's like, so, yeah, but now I love it.
Okay, well, all's well that ends well, as they say.
Right.
All right, well, I guess it's time for my number 3, and this one is another song, I just thought it was sappy and over the top and boring, and it is, but I like it. But I do like it, and I do think it has pretty deep meaning, especially for the group. And over time, I get this song now, and I'm talking about R.E.M. And I had this thing with R.E.M. where like I liked every other album that they made.
Yeah, I remember you saying that before.
Yeah. But Everybody Hurts is the song, and I just didn't get that one at first.
Yeah.
And it probably wasn't until they ripped themselves off and did Strange Currencies, which is basically the same song with distorted guitar, that I'm like, I like that song. Why don't I like the other one? So, but something like that. But I like it now. I think it's a really good song. It's well written, and I'm sure it's has a lot of deep meaning for their fans and probably for them.
I liked that one from the get-go, and one of the things that really made me love it was the video.
The video is amazing.
Yeah, the video is awesome.
One of the best videos of the 90s. I should have said that. That's from 91 or somewhere around in there? Early 90s.
91 was out of time, so it came a little after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, all right. All right, so on to number 2 now.
Yeah.
I used to have a heavy bias towards country music, as you know.
Yeah.
I was vehemently opposed to country in the early 90s. But there's this one particular song that has really grown on me. I think it was my dad. I was in the car with him, and this song came on, and he's like, listen to this song. He cranked it up, like, this song has got just guts, you know?
Wow.
And I gave it a really hard listen. I'm like, yeah, this is a good song.
So you got it.
I got it.
Yeah.
No One Else on Earth by Winona.
Yeah. I think that's a great song.
It is a great song.
It's well written, and her performance, her vocal is out of this world on that song. Yeah. And it's, it's not much different as far as the production-wise and everything. It was very akin to what like Melissa Etheridge was doing at the time.
Absolutely, yes.
I mean, I could have heard Melissa doing that song.
Yeah. So yeah, I love it now. So
yeah, all right. Well, it's time for my number 2, and this one I mentioned this on a previous episode, but it's this is the first thing I thought of when I thought of doing this particular show and this topic. Late night, I'm checking out different channels on the TV, and I come across a concert by John Fogerty, and all the CCR stuff has just been worn out, to me at that point in my life. I just didn't want any part of it. But I heard him sing Born on a Bayou, and I just thought, man, this is a really great song. I like the lyrics, I like his voice, and it really won me over. From that day on, I've had a whole new respect for him, and I even went back and bought a lot of the CDs and enjoy them.
Yeah.
So yeah, it took that moment. It was just timing was everything. Yeah. And it was him singing it live, but it was outstanding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So fantastic. I love that song too. So.
Yeah.
All right. So my number 1 is probably the best sounding rap song of all time, in my opinion.
Okay.
Produced by Dr. Dre.
I know what this is.
An engineering master.
I would have never thought
you
would have picked this, but yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's taken many years for me to realize just how good this song sounds. Where
are we going to take a trip to, baby?
We're going to take a trip to California.
Hey, say it.
California Love by Tupac.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And I liked it at the time. And you're right. The production value on that song is just phenomenal. Yeah. It really is. It holds up. It would have sounded perfect if it came out right now.
Yeah.
So that's an idea for an episode too. Songs that were ahead of their time.
Yes.
We need to do that.
Another good episode too.
Where's the pen? Let's write
there you go. Write it down.
Yeah.
Another good episode to do would be songs when you hear them, you must crank the volume all the way up. That might be a future episode also.
Well, yes.
That's on my list.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. All right. Well, my number 1 is a song that I'm ashamed to admit that I didn't like it as a child because I love it now and I love the band. I can't say that I've heard too much by them that I dislike, honestly. But as a kid, I thought the song was silly. And usually as a kid, you're drawn to silly songs. But this particular song, I was like, what are they talking about? I just didn't get it.
Yeah.
I get it now. She's a genius. I'm talking about the Pretenders and Brass in Pocket.
Oh, really?
I did not like it as a kid. I just did. I think I'm special. I'm like, what's she talking about? I just didn't get it. But I get it now.
Yeah,
and
that's a little surprising.
Yeah,
yeah, I can understand that.
I was a late bloomer to that one.
Yeah,
but other stuff by them I loved instantly. Back on the Chain Gang, Middle of the Road, 2,000 Miles, all those songs I just ate them up like candy.
Yeah.
But she's great, and Chrissy, if you see this, I'm sorry. I'll never do that again. But
you really ruined her career in the 80s.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, that one I have to admit I didn't get that song at first, but I'm glad I came around to the party eventually on that.
Awesome. All right.
Yeah.
Well, let us know what songs that you hated but now love.
Yeah.
Drop it in the comments and let us know.
Yes.
Thanks for watching this episode of In a Darkened Room. You can find the link to this episode's companion Spotify playlist in the description. Darren and Chris welcome your comments. You can leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments section below. Follow In a Darkened Room on Twitter to receive updates and submit your ideas for what we should discuss in upcoming episodes. Darren and Chris are also on Instagram, so give them a follow there as well. All of these links can be found in the description below. While you're there, be sure to click subscribe and ring the bell.
All right, random topic time. Let's hit the shuffle play button this time. What do you say?
Let's do it, man. It's been good to us in the past. Let's see what we get.
All right, here we go. And looks like Fast Car by Tracy Chapman pops up.
All right, we're going back to 1987.
Yeah.
You know what? This is interesting. I'm not sure I love that song right away. How fitting is that? I may not have liked that song like as much as I love it now.
Yeah.
And everybody thinks this is probably staged. This is not staged. Mm-hmm. This is real.
Yeah.
I don't think I liked that song a whole lot when it came out, but I absolutely adore it now.
Yeah.
And I think lyrically it's very masterful. Mm-hmm. I think the way she sings it, I know that it's been a big influence on a lot of people. Remember Rob Thomas used to play it with Matchbox 20 on their first tour. But it really grew on me. The meaning of it's good. I like how it when it kicks in. I think you just wait for that part, you know.
Yeah.
And then my friend Tristan, she covers it, you know.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, my favorite current singer, Tristan McIntosh. She plays a great version of it. Look it up on YouTube. It's really good. So anyway, thumbs up on Tracy Chapman and thumbs up on that song in particular.
Yeah, lots of people have covered that song over the years, and even modern artists to this day are still covering that song.
Yeah,
and
it's timeless. It really is. The message is timeless, and you can relate to it. So. Once again, I don't know why I didn't like it at first, but wow, I probably would have had that on my list if that would have crossed my mind.
Yeah,
so.
I liked it pretty well when it first came out, but my like for it turned into love over the years.
Well, it was kind of weird at that point in time, and we'll hit on all these topics eventually, but rock radio was playing that, and at that time it really stood out like a sore thumb. It really did. It was really different from anything that was out there. I mean, Melissa Etheridge, and there was a few things that they were playing on rock radio that was kind of similar, kind of the folky female guitar, gritty singer type thing, but that song, it was really different. So I'll say this: I remember the first time I heard it.
Yeah,
I really do. It was on 103 WKDF.
Yeah. Very nice.
So, all right. Well, this is a great episode.
This was great too. Yeah. Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll be back soon
so much
with another episode. Take care.
Keep rocking.
Stop.
What?